Okay, I'm going to do a video here real quick on the importance of the Grievous Wounds stat in League of Legends. What Grievous Wounds does, it cuts self-healing on whoever you apply it to, and it's extremely important and extremely undervalued debuff in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and let this roll. We got Darius here. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Darius and how great he is to play against. He's against Heimerdinger. Not a great lane for Heimerdinger. Darius can kind of ignore him. And as this game goes on, this Darius just mops the floor with this Heimerdinger. He ends up getting pretty goddamn fed. And we'll see as the game goes on that it gets pretty out of control. He ends up being like 12-4 or something like that. It's pretty ridiculous. I'm actually going to turn this down. But he does bad things to us. And he doesn't ask permission. And he doesn't care what the repercussions are or anything. It's just really bad. So we're going to skip to about here in the game. This is about, what, 28 minutes into the game. We're ahead in kills. And we're ahead in gold. But something really, really awful is about to happen to us. And this Darius is going to go full retard on us. And so, up to this point, it's been pretty even. But here we go. Here's Darius, and he's going to do Darius things here. Namely, kill all of us. And he's just healing throughout all this, and he's healing. Every time he spins with his Q, he gets a bunch of health back, right? Watch. Boom! Look at that. Oh my gosh. And he's going to do it again, but he missed that time. But it doesn't matter because he's just so far ahead in this fight that it's out of control. And so at this point in the game, I've seen this happen, and I see how the rest of this game is going to go if something doesn't change. So at this point in the game, I say, hey, Jhin, buy Executioner's Calling to cut Darius' self-healing. And we'll see what happens from this point on. The next time we come into contact with this Darius, it's a little bit of a different story. Where's he at? He's top lane right now. Yeah, here. So you'll see Darius here, and I think by now, let's see if Jhin has actually gotten the item yet. So there you go. There you see the Executioner's Calling there. As a matter of fact, Jhin got killed a couple times before this, so we weren't able to apply the Grievous Wounds, but here we actually get to. And so see, he's fighting us right now, and Jin's going to come up from the side here and pop him. And you're going to see him. He's going to think that he's going to be able to 1v5 us like he's been doing for the rest of the game. But that is not what happens. So, right here, boom, Grievous Wounds is applied. You see the heart with the crossed swords above his head? See the heart with the crossed swords above his head right here? That's Grievous Wounds. So now, he just instantly vanishes. He has no chance in the fight at all. There's no self-healing going on at all, and he just dies. And from this point on, we'll do directed camera. We start winning fights, left and right. Just winning fights and winning fights and winning fights. And we end up getting Baron, and we end up getting Elder Dragon, and we end up actually winning this game. At one point, we were backs against the wall, all 3 inhibitors down, defending 1 Nexus turret against double supers. The game was over, as they say in Bronze. But the itemization choice that we made, and also I'm a Moo, and I ended up building Morellonomicon to also apply Grievous Wounds, and our Zed ended up getting Executioner's Calling as well. And so from this point on in the game, we train wrecked these kids, because their Darius was basically carrying them, And he was surviving in the fights through self-healing. And so if you ever get a champion like that, Alawi is a great example. Master Yi, because he builds a lot of lifesteal. Any ADC that builds a lot of lifesteal. Vayne is a good example. Anybody that basically relies on self-healing to keep themselves alive in fights, if they're carrying, that is a damn good sign to buy some items that have Grievous Wounds. Because, as you can see in this game, we were down to no inhibitors, one Nexus turret, backs against the wall, defending against double super waves in all 3 lanes. And as you see here, well, as you see in the upcoming moments of this game, we win. All because we bought Grievous Wounds. So that's my video on Grievous Wounds. Know your items, it will win you games.